Well, hello again. Alright, the last time we went for a little drive, we were in Park Hill and we started up this road to South Rivers, and I know at some point on South Rivers people would have been a little bit disappointed. So this morning, well this day, we're going to drive South Rivers. So again we are in St. Vincent and we are heading this week to South Rivers. Now where South Rivers is not in the south, but right across here. So we were traveling up the Windward Highway, we turned off at Connery, then up along the Bellevue Main Road and past the gap to where we went to last, which was Park Hill. And if you haven't seen Park Hill, you might want to go check that out. And we're heading up now to South Rivers. As to why it got the name South Rivers, it's not very clear, because as you can see, it's not south, it's more on the eastern side of the country. But one thing I do know is that there's a whole lot of rivers to the north of it. There's nothing called North Rivers, but I guess it's south of a lot of rivers. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but either way, we just turned off from Connery and now we're heading up to South Rivers. Now what I was saying here is that South Rivers really and truly needed its own drive. Because I didn't have much time on this day, I couldn't turn off into a lot of the roads, so what I did was to go back. So let's take a look at what I caught when I went back. Alright, so I did come back. However, it is honestly not the best weather to be doing this. Our best time of day. It's actually after 4 now. And also looks like it's going to rain. Definitely not the best time. So we're in pasture. I think they call it Old Pasture. This road should link. Should is the operative word that we're going on. No show. It's not sketchy at all. Not at all. And coming out right next to Africano. Club Africano. And down here block. So no. Club Africano right next to the playing field. Well, Club Africano might get active again. Recently there's a little relaxation of the COVID-19 policies where, well, on gathering. So gatherings are not limited to 10 persons inside. I'm not sure all were limited to 10 persons inside. But yeah, there was that kind of guidelines, 10 persons indoor, 20 persons outside. So if you were having a fete, you had 30 persons, that was it. You better make sure they're buying drinks. But yeah, that has been lifted. So now persons are free to mingle and gather and socialize and such. You're into that kind of thing. What is this road? Does not like it goes very far. I've never driven this, and this could be a bad idea. I have no idea what's the name of this place. I know we're in South Rivers. And hoping to find a turning area. I think I see one. Right. And it's at the end of this road too. So I'm gonna take it. First time here. Somebody was open. Thank you.
Okay, you get that, please.
Okay. That was very helpful. So this is Kittel's piece. Ow! Oh, that was a hole. Back on the main. Alright. So we just came out of Kittel's piece and are heading further up along Park Hill Main. This one, I think I remember, leads to Jarvis. I think that's Coco. Let's see that one first. This might be crow. I don't know. Nope, I was wrong on that. This is not crow. This is cane hole. Doesn't go very far though. Oh, it does. It does. Yes, it does. Now, smart persons would check this on a map first. And truth be told, I did check it, but I can't remember. This definitely looks like we're going into farmlands, and I'm thinking of turning back. And I believe I'll take it here. Yes, please. Mine wants to know what's around the corner. Goodness. That's what's around the corner, another corner. Alright, this definitely looks like mountain. I'm gonna turn back. Now we jump back to that Y junction that we turned into Cane. What is it? Oh my god. Oh. We turned into Cane Hole, and we're gonna turn up to Jarvis. If I'm not wrong, I believe I'm in Jarvis. I hope I'm not wrong, that would be embarrassing. But it's been years since I saw Jarvis Road. So I have no idea if I'm in the right place. But I believe so. Road surface is a lot better than I remember. How much ever years back that was. That's a good thing. It's a Jeep. Yes, this is Jarvis. I remember this hill. And that it gets narrow further in you go. And less populated. A whole lot less populated. And the road gets a whole lot worse. At this point in Jarvis, I stopped for a little look around. Well, I look out my window. I'm gonna look down at the Connery River. And interestingly, where we are here is actually higher than what you might see in a while at River 14. That is, we're higher up the river than the River 14 site. But this is still pretty cool to me. River down there, more farmlands on a bad road continuing ahead over there. Pretty cool. The Jarvis Road does go a good bit further. I think from here it actually goes about a mile more than a mile further in until it ends at where not sure if that is all of it. Let me try that. Yeah, the Jarvis Road does go a whole lot farther than this. From this point there's actually more than a mile left of driving on this road before you meet its end. It leads up to, I think, the catchment for our power company, Vinlex, for the hydro station. As I drove on a little further on this bad road, there wasn't really much to see other than farmlands because I turned back at a point. But rather than putting you through all of that, I'm going to turn around. So that's Jarvis for you. I'm heading back out now to the main road. Now, because I had to make multiple trips to South Rivers to make this video, you would see the weather. But I keep kicking myself, man. I think of what it could have been like. Look at it. Clean up after them was. Something I find very unique about South Rivers is actually the accent. Because if you go different parts of St. Vincent, you would hear different accents. And South Rivers has a very unique one. I used to make fun of some of my school friends. I guess they would have made fun of me too. But they sound so different. South Rivers would put someone from South Rivers, a deep South Rivers accent would sound a whole lot different saying South Rivers. What would that sound like? I'm gonna leave that at that. But the accents are so different from village to village. Now, while we're on the topic of accents, some might ask, where is my accent? It's a tough question. My accent got messed up a long time ago. Now, something as Vincentians, we have a way of picking up the accents of others quite easily. You drop a Vincentian in Canada, he's gonna sound like a Canadian after a while. Hey, I'm Vincentian, I'm allowed to say this. You drop him in America, he's gonna sound American. You drop him in England, he's gonna sound English. But when you hear Vincentian, might be when they get angry. The section we're driving through now is called Crow Crow Crow. Where some of these names came from, I can't help. No clue. But I think a lot of the names through the communities are actually from something in past related to the area. I imagine, like in the case of Dr. Smith, there might have been a doctor there named Mr. Smith. Dr. Smith, I don't know. But Crow Crow leads up to River 14. The site was recently developed. by one of the companies here, well, financial institutions, Geku. So it looks a whole lot different now. So this is passing through Crow and heading up to River 14. Now this was one stubborn goat, but I guess he was in his area, I wasn't in mine. So man was not budging. And even when he got up, he moved so slow as if to say, wait. But yeah, this is the River 14 recreational site. The buildings that you would have seen on the right hand side, well, just a little below this, and that you will see when I swing around here, are actually what were developed. So there are a number of gazebos. I didn't get to go inside because I didn't have the time for it, and it was closed. But it looks like a pretty cool site. River 14. This is the same site I was talking about when we went up to Jarvis. River 14. So if you're ever in South Rivers looking for something to do, there it is. So at this point we jump back to the exit from Crow and turn back out onto the South Rivers main, very close to the what most might call the big bridge, which is this structure right here. 1966 is the date on that bridge. And they're heading up Teak Street. And this ends abruptly too. If I remember right, somewhere up there. As I sit here editing this portion of bush, I'm eating bush food. I'm having some roasted tanya and potato. It's pretty cool. Y'all had that before. It's nice. Didn't have it before. You should definitely try it. I did not expect this. And this is not stovetop roasted. No. Fireside. The right way. Alright, so we're heading back out now to the main, back out at the bridge. And we're gonna take a run down on a much better lit day to Three Rivers. Alright, so we're in Three Rivers, and the turnoff that you're seeing to your left leads up to a lot of farmlands. Now if you're wondering how Three Rivers got the name, it's because three rivers comes together in the area. This being one of them, joins with the Connery River, the main Connery River, and there's a second that comes in at the bridge below. I'll point that out when we get there. But three rivers come together in the area, and I guess the name was given Three Rivers. So I had this map laying around, well not laying around, on my phone. I'm trying to figure out why Three Rivers got the name. And this is what I saw. So, main Connery River comes down, passes the big bridge, right at where you see that, above where you see the clinic sign. But then there's also this river that comes in from where you see Member, joins there. And there's the other one that we crossed, just under where you see Tunnel. But then there seems to be a fourth one. Well, I guess that's below Three Rivers. Alright, as I was saying, I think that map is wrong about the point where that river joins. Because this is a bridge. I think this is where that same river that we drove through turns below the road and joins with the Connery River. The one from the direction of Member actually joins above on your right hand side. Now if you thought you heard some whispers in the last bit of vocals, yes you did. I'm trying to multitask. My 2-year-old doctor is giving me a checkup and she also wants to be an announcer apparently. But yeah, we're at this point we're heading out to the exit of Three Rivers, which you would have seen at the first 20-second point of this one. Yes, the 20-second point of this video at the start. And above on my right, which are not in view of the camera, some houses were recently constructed. I think these were persons displaced from one of the flooding events. I can't remember which one. But the area has changed a bit and we are now heading out of Three Rivers back onto the main road, which would take us back down to Bellevue. So it is at this point that I say, as usual, thank you for watching, God bless, take care, and well, I'll see you on the next one.